Thanks very much, Las Ken Corla. I'd like to start by thanking the Minister for sharing her time with me, and also in relation to the two things she mentioned there, the non-fatal strangulation and the specific offence of stalking. These were things I raised in promised legislation this morning, so I'm glad that the Minister is still committing to driving these things forward. While we are gathered here today because of the senseless murder of Aisling Murphy, and other speakers have made references to it, 244 women have been murdered and killed in recent years. I had wanted to call out each and every name so that we would hear each and every name of a life lost, but I honestly don't have enough time to do that in the short time I have to speak, and I think that alone tells a story. The point that I do want to drive home, though, is that we have spoken, a lot of the speakers have talked about how men are responsible for this violence, and men need to be the solution. Men need to do more, and the men of Ireland need to do what women have been asking for decades, that men do more to keep women safe. And that, I think, is a fundamental point here. I do think that there is not one thing that we can do. There are lots of overacting, interlinking policies, interlinking actions, things that we can do on a legislative basis, on an individual basis, on a cultural basis, that will, both as men and as deputies here, we can do to contribute to that safety issue. One of the things I would like to use this time to briefly highlight, though, is that I think we need to start talking about issues around consent and harassment at a very early age to young boys, and to include this as part of our school curriculum. The Rape Crisis Network of Ireland reported that over a 12-month period, 80% of adolescents in the study disclosed sexual harassment, with 63% disclosing that they were subjected to someone making unwelcome sexual comments, jokes or gestures in the school environment itself. That is just not good enough, and our continued inaction on this is just not good enough. If we are to make this cultural change, we need to begin early, and we need to begin in that education in respect, in consent, and against harassment, and from there grow and to counteract the harm that is being caused and that is being done. So a national policy to combat sexual harassment in secondary schools is one tangible action that we can take. And the fact I'm standing here talking about the education again reflects that this is a complex interlinking action that we all need to take responsibility for. I welcome this motion, I welcome this debate, I welcome the chance to speak on it, and hopefully I too can be part of the solution going forward. Thank you very much.